Lark O'Connell's brilliance with machines had always set him apart. As a child, he saw the world not in terms of obstacles but opportunities, each piece of tech a puzzle waiting to be solved. By 24, he was a celebrated engineer specializing in sustainable technology in Nova Eden, a sprawling metropolis ruled by megacorporations. But Lark was driven by more than innovation. He was a fierce advocate for animal rights, appalled by the grotesque experiments conducted by corporations like Rosie's. These companies treated animals as tools, bioengineering them into unrecognizable forms for profit. Under the alias Sable Spark, Lark joined ARC, Animal Rights Kinetics, a rogue collective dedicated to liberating these creatures. His engineering prowess made him invaluable, crafting drones and EMP devices to bypass security systems. During one particularly dangerous mission to free a cyber-augmented tiger, Lark was captured. Rosie's decided to make an example of him. He wasn't just sentenced to prison, he was sentenced to the Gridlock, a virtual neural penitentiary that ensured his consciousness, skills, and defiance were locked away permanently. Before his capture, Lark had been fitted with a cutting-edge neural implant, a device originally intended to enhance his engineering capabilities by interfacing directly with machines. Rosie's twisted this technology to their advantage, linking the implant to the Gridlock. The implant made the Gridlock horrifyingly real. Lark felt every sensation. The cold of metal, the acrid tang of smoke, the warmth of sunlight, all simulated but indistinguishable from the real world. The implant ensured he experienced the Gridlock not just as a prisoner, but as a participant. Lark's cell was a stark, gray apartment where the flickering of a holographic window mimicked sunlight. Each morning, he was summoned to the factory, a sprawling labyrinth of machinery where he worked tirelessly on meaningless tasks. His neural implant ensured he felt every ache and strain as though it were real. The factory was a sensory onslaught. The hiss of steam, the grinding of gears, the sharp tang of oil, it overwhelmed his senses. The implant even made him feel fatigue, hunger, and pain. His meals, flavorless protein blocks, left the taste of ash lingering in his mouth. The AI governing the Gridlock monitored Lark constantly, aware that his enhanced implant gave him an edge. Every time he probed the system for weaknesses, the AI retaliated, inflicting neural feedback that felt like searing fire across his nerves. Reconditioning, they called it, but it was torture. The implant became both a curse and a lifeline. It allowed Lark to perceive the Gridlock subtleties, minute inconsistencies in textures, hidden patterns in the environment. He began piecing together the prison's architecture, hoping for a way out. But every discovery seemed to lead to another dead end. One day, during his monotonous factory shift, the air shimmered. A faint vibration hummed in his skull, a sensation only his neural implant could detect. Moments later, a voice spoke in his mind. "Hey, Lark. Please just listen." Lark froze. "Who's there?" he whispered, glancing around. "Relax," the voice replied, laced with dry humor. "I'm Kinks. Freelance hacker, gamer, and occasional pain in the ass to corporate overlords. I believe in the cause, and I can help." Suddenly, she appeared. "Hi there," she waves as her avatar vivid against the drab background appears. Short and wiry, with electric blue hair and a patched glossy PVC jacket glowing faintly in neon light, she was unlike anything the Gridlock had ever produced. "You're not part of this system," Lark said, studying her. "And you're not a guard," Kinks replied, smirking. "Come on, I'm here to get you out, and I don't bite." She smiles wide. "At least, not till we meet." Kinks explained her plan. "I hacked into the Gridlock using a maintenance loophole, but couldn't hold it open for long. To escape, we have to reach the central control node housing the neural patterns of every prisoner. Lark's implant would play a crucial role in detecting hidden traps and vulnerabilities within the prison's shifting architecture. Their journey was a harrowing blend of strategy and chaos. The prison AI sent security drones after them, sleek automatons with glowing red optics that scanned for intruders. The implant allowed Lark to anticipate the drone's movements, sensing their heat signatures and energy fluctuations. "Your implant's insane," Kinks said as they hid behind a stack of virtual crates. Bet it's the only reason you haven't lost your mind in here. Maybe, Lark replied, adjusting a makeshift EMP bomb. But it's also why everything feels so damn real. Every hit, every scrape, it's like I'm actually bleeding. Good thing I can get you out, Kinks quipped, grinning. As they navigated neon-lit alleys and shifting corridors, Kink's irreverence became a lifeline for Lark. Her jokes, even in the face of danger, her playful mannerism all reminded him of the DC character Harley Quinn. The final battle. At the control node, the Gridlock's AI played its final card, a perfect digital clone of Lark. This doppelganger had full access to his memories, skills, and strategies, enhanced by the AI's computational precision. Useless, the clone said, its voice cold and mechanical. You can't escape. Lark felt the words hit deep, but Kinks was already at the console, her fingers flying over the holographic interface. At least that's what he imagined. Ignore it, she said. It's just code. You're the real deal. Lark fought the clone with everything he had, relying on his implant to anticipate its movements. Every punch and counter felt real, every impact sending jolts of pain through his body. Meanwhile, Kinks hacked through layers of encryption, her own battle against the system just as intense. Finally, she shouted, got it, and slammed a final command into the console. The gridlock began to collapse, pixelating at the edges. As the control node disintegrated, Lark grabbed Kinks' hand. You're coming with me, he said. She grinned. Sorry, sugar, you're not my type. Lark awoke in a dimly lit room, the neural implant buzzing faintly as it reconnected with his physical body. His muscles ached, his throat was dry, but he was alive. Kinks stood over him, her real-world appearance softer but no less striking. Her electric blue hair was now a messy undercut, her patched jacket replaced by a simple hoodie. Hi, my real-world name is Jenny, she said, smiling. You saved me, Lark replied, his voice hoarse. Yeah, well, don't get used to it, 'cause I don't come cheap, she said, smirking. You owe me a vegan dinner. In the weeks that followed, Lark and Jenny became an unstoppable team. With his implant and her hacking prowess, they exposed corporate corruption, dismantled oppressive systems, and reignited the fight for justice. And as they faced the world's challenges together, their bond grew into something deeper, an unbreakable connection forged in the fires of resistance.